That is, first we are going to discuss what are the simultaneous equations that we will solve a system of two equations in two variables by using the following conditions. When one equation will be linear and other one will be quadratic, and when both the equations that would be given to us should be the quadratic one. So let's start with the definition of simultaneous equations. Simultaneous equations, a system of equations having a common solution is called a system of simultaneous equation. By the word common solution, here we mean that the values of x and that of y should be same for both the pair of equations given to us. And you have done such sums, but they were done graphically in chapter number 8 of class 9th, when both the pair of lines or both the equations of lines given to us intersected each other at a common point. They had a common point, and that particular common point was supposed to be the solution set of our equations or system of equations. So here by common solution we means that the solution which should be satisfied by both the pairs of equations. That is, if we put the values of x and y in that particular equation, the left hand side of both of the equations should be equal to the right hand sides. Now the set of all the ordered pairs x, y which satisfies the system of equations is called the solution set of the system. Set of all the ordered pairs means, as you know that ordered pairs are in the form of x and y, which satisfies the system of equations mean whenever we put the values of x and y within the equation, that particular equation should verify them. That is, the left hand side should be equal to the right hand side. Now solution of system of equations, when we are going to do the sums related to the first condition, that is when one equation is linear and the other one is quadratic. Here the degree of x and y both are 1, and so the given equation is, that is the first equation is the linear one, but the second equation is the quadratic one in terms of x. We are going to solve this system of equation. So given equations are x plus y is equal to 5, x square minus 2y minus 14 is equal to 0. Since the equations differ in degree, so we will have to follow the substitution method in order to find out the values of x and y. Taking equation number 1, and equation number 1 is x plus y is equal to 5, and we will have to find out the value of y out of this equation, and it will be y is equal to 5 minus x. Now we will put y is equal to 5 minus x in equation number 2. That is, in place of y we are going to put 5 minus x. While putting y is equal to 5 minus x, we just get x square minus 2 into 5 minus x minus 14 is equal to 0. The equation which we just obtained will be the quadratic one, and it would be solved by using the factorization method. After factorization, we just get x plus 6 into x minus 4 is equal to 0. Applying the possibility, we get x is equal to minus 6 and x is equal to 4. Now the values of x are with us. Now by using these values of x, we are going to find out the values of y. So putting the values in equation number 3, we just get, when x is equal to minus 6, y is equal to 5 minus into minus 6, which will be equal to 11. So when x is equal to minus 6, y is equal to 11. As we have already discussed that the solution set of simultaneous equations would be in the form of ordered pair. So the first ordered pair of our solution set is obtained. That is, when x is equal to minus 6, y is equal to 11. So the ordered pair becomes minus 6 comma 11. Now when x is equal to 4, y is equal to 5 minus 4, which is equal to 1. So when x is equal to 4, y is equal to 1. So second ordered pair of our solution set will be 4 comma 1. So The solution set is minus 6, 11 and 4, 1. That is, our solution set consists of these two ordered pairs. Now the question number 4 of exercise 2.7 is x plus y is equal to a minus b and a by x minus b by y is equal to 2. The equations given to us are x plus y is equal to a minus b and a by x minus b by y is equal to 2. Equation number 2 contains fraction, so we will have to simplify it first. Taking equation number 2, we just get a y minus bx whole divided by xy is equal to 2. Now multiplying xy on both sides, we just get a y minus bx is equal to 2xy. From equation number 1, we know that equation number 1 is a simple equation. We can find out the value of any of the variable within this particular equation. So we will find the value of y. Value of y will be equal to a minus b minus x. Now we are going to put these values in equation number 3. That is this equation. So we are going to put y is equal to a minus b minus x in this equation in place of y. So it will become a into a minus b minus bx is equal to 2x into a minus b minus x. After multiplication, we just get a square minus ab minus ax minus bx is equal to 2ax minus 2bx minus 2x square. We will shift these terms on the right hand side towards the left hand side, and we will get positive 2x square plus 2bx minus 2ax, and after this equation we will write these one, a square minus ab minus ax minus bx is equal to 0. Now since minus 2ax and minus ax are the like terms, we can add them to find out the single answer, that is minus 3ax. Now x is common out of these two terms, so we have taken out the common factor, that is x, and the negative sign. So we have 2x square minus bracket 2a minus b into x plus a square minus ab is equal to 0. Now that particular equation which we just obtained is definitely a quadratic equation. We will have to solve this equation by using the quadratic formula. So start with the comparison. We just get a is equal to 2, b is equal to minus into minus 3a minus b, and that of c is equal to a square minus ab. Here, since the terms within the equations are in the form of small abc, so we have used the capital ABC in the standard form of the quadratic equation. The quadratic formula is x is equal to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac whole divided by 2a. After putting the values of a, b and c, we just get minus into minus 3a minus b plus minus under root minus into 3a minus b whole square minus 4 into 2 into a square minus ab whole divided by 2 into 2. Since here we have the square of the negative term, so since we are taking the square of the negative term, it would become the positive one, and we will be left with simple 3a minus b whole square. So we will expand it by using the formula of a minus b whole square, and it will become 9a square minus 6ab plus b square minus 8a square plus 8ab. And we will be having x is equal to 3a minus b plus minus under root 9a square minus 6ab plus b square minus 8a square plus 8ab. This minus 6ab and plus 8ab can be added or subtracted together to find out the single answer. It will be 2ab. So it is actually the formula of a plus b whole square. So we will replace it by a plus b whole square. Since square will be cancelled out with the square root, and we will get 3a minus b plus minus a plus b whole divided by 4. Applying the possibility for the plus a plus b and minus bracket a plus b, we will just get 4a divided by 4. Then x is equal to 4a divided by 4, or x is equal to 2a minus 2b whole divided by 4, which will become x is equal to a, or x is equal to 2 into a minus b whole divided by 4. It will give us x is equal to a, or x is equal to a minus b divided by 2. Now putting these values in equation number 1, we get when x is equal to a. So first we are going to put x is equal to a in equation number 4. Then we have y is equal to a minus b minus a. A will be cancelled out with this minus a, and we will be left with y is equal to minus b. So the value of y is equal to minus b. So first ordered pair of our solution set is a and minus b. Now when x is equal to a minus b whole divided by 2, putting it in equation number 4, we just get y is equal to a minus b minus half of a minus b. Now a minus b minus half of a minus b gives us half of a minus b. So the second ordered pair is a minus b whole divided by 2 comma a minus b whole divided by 2. So our solution set is a comma minus b. Then the second ordered pair is a minus b whole divided by 2 comma a minus b whole divided by 2. Next is the condition when both the equations are quadratic. Here the thing which we can easily observe is that the degree of both the equations is 2. Either it's in terms of x or in terms of y. So both the equations are quadratic. Now since the degree is same, so we will easily do it by the subtraction method. So first we will write that the given equations are x square plus y minus 1 whole square is equal to 10, and then x square plus y square plus 4x is equal to 1. Now taking equation number 1, since we will have to expand this expression, so first we will take equation number 1 and we will expand this expression before doing the further steps. So we will be having x square plus y square minus 2y plus 1. Since we have a formula according to which a minus b whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square, so we have expanded this y minus 1 whole square by using this particular formula. So after giving it a proper shape of the equation, we get x square plus y square minus 2y plus 1 is equal to 10. While shifting 1 towards the other side, we get x square plus y square minus 2y is equal to 9. Now subtracting equation number 1 from equation number 3, we just get x square plus y square plus 4x is equal to 1. And here we have equation number 1, x square plus y square minus 2y is equal to 9. Now while changing the sign, we can observe that x square will be cancelled out with this x square, y square will be cancelled out with this y square, and we will be left with 4x plus 2y is equal to 1 minus 9 is equal to minus 8. From this equation, we will find out the value of y to be minus 4x minus 8 whole divided by 2. This implies that y is equal to minus 4x by 2 minus 8 by 2. Here we will be having y is equal to minus 2x minus 4. Now putting the value of y in equation number 1, we just get x square plus 4x square plus 16x plus 16 plus 4x plus 8 is equal to 9. Now opening up the brackets and adding the like terms, we just get 5x square plus 16x plus 16 plus 4x plus 8 is equal to 9. Shifting 9 towards the other side, we get 5x square plus 20x plus 24 minus 9, which will become 5x square plus 20x plus 15 is equal to 0. We can observe over here that all the three terms have factor 5. So taking out 5 as a common factor, we will be left inside the bracket with x square plus 4x plus 3 Dividing this 5 on both sides in order to simplify it further, we get x square plus 4x plus 3 is equal to 0, which has been solved with the help of factorization method. So after factorization, we just get either x plus 3 is equal to 0 or x plus 1 is equal to 0, which will become x is equal to minus 3 or x is equal to minus 1. Now we will have to find out the value of y. For this, we will put these values in equation number 4. So putting x is equal to minus 3, we just get y is equal to minus 2 into minus 3 minus 4, which will become y is equal to 6 minus 4. This implies that y is equal to 2. Now when x is equal to minus 1, we get y is equal to minus 2 into minus 1 minus 4, which will become y is equal to minus 2. So our solution set is having the ordered pairs as minus 3, 2, minus 1, minus 2. So these are the ways how we can solve the simultaneous equations for the given two conditions.